Hello, and welcome back to the channel. This is Hunter. He is the star of the show. But in case you don't know, my name is Lauren, and if you haven't checked out yesterday's video, you should, because I go over the worst makeup and skincare products that I tried in 2024. And today, we're gonna be a lot more peppy and happy and optimistic, because these are my favorite products of 2024. Now, I tried to remember, it's hard when you're trying new makeup. I try to remember all the products that made me just gasp in awe, and I realized that's not how I needed to go about this. What I needed to do was I needed to focus on the products that I reach for again and again, because those are clearly my favorites of 2024 if I can't stop reaching for them. So that is what we are going to talk about. I'm going to tell you my favorites, why they worked for me, and yeah, so let's just get into it. So the first product I don't even have, because I finished it and I threw it away. But that is from one of my favorite indie brands, Ritual de Fille, and that is their Levitation Lash. And I'm gonna pop it on screen so you know what it looks like. But Ritual de Fille has definitely like kind of like witchy gothy theme going on to it. And I love that brand so much. But this mascara blew me out of the water because it is so good. If you've been on this channel before, you know that I really love my MAC Stack mascara, which I still do. I still reach for it again and again, but the Levitation Lash is kind of a very close competitor because it does a lot of similar things that the MAC Stack does. It really lengthens, it deepens, it just makes my lashes look fake, which is exactly what I want. Okay, I want some oomph to my lashes because they're pretty sad without mascara. They're blonde, there's not a whole lot of them, I need help. And Levitation Lash also does something that MAC Stack doesn't, and that is it does not flake throughout the day. It is on there, okay? I have learned from my MAC Stack, it definitely, you get little freckles on your face from it throughout the day. So even though I love it, Levitation Lash is where it's at. Totally the best mascara that I've tried in a really long time. I'm trying to keep all these like organized by makeup type, but I might be all over the place. Also, I should have mentioned this, there's no skincare in this. I tend to use just the same skincare over and over, year over year. So this is just makeup. But the next thing on my list that actually surprised me quite a bit, because I wasn't gonna get it at first, but that is from Lisa Eldridge, and that is her Kitten liquid eyeliner. So let me show you why I didn't want to get it at first. Look how tiny this is, okay? I just thought that I was gonna have a hard time with how tiny a point this was, but it was the opposite. This gives you the most precise, exact eyeliner. You want just a little flick? It's gonna give you a little flick. It's gonna do whatever you want it to. It is perfection, no joke. And the formula is so good. One of my favorite eyeliners I talk about all the time is the NYX eyeliner, because the formula on that just makes it set. It does not budge. It is budge proof. It is a matte black. And this is very similar. It is budge proof. It is the matte black that I really like. It's not quite as matte as the NYX, I would say, but it does not move. It's on there all day until you don't want it anymore. It's just a fantastic eyeliner, and I'm really glad that I changed my mind and I ended up picking it up. Next, let's talk about a few concealers that have just blown my mind in 2024. I think this one is well known and well loved, but the first one up is the Natasha Denona, which one is this? Hy-Glam Brightening and Hydrating Crease Proof Serum Concealer. I have mine in the color R2, and this has been my go-to concealer when I'm having a little more of a rough day. You know, it does a great job covering and brightening your under eyes without looking creasy. Now, I have lines under my eyes. It's fine, I'm not worried about it, but there are some concealers, especially if they are higher coverage, that will just like settle into those lines and make me look so old. This doesn't do it. It still managed to have great coverage without making me look tired and old. It just does a fantastic job. And I really like that it does feel hydrating on my under eyes. It feels really nice under there. It doesn't feel drying at all. So this has been really my favorite concealer of 2024. But there's another one that I've also been loving that's a little bit newer, that is for some reason not in front of me. So I'm gonna pop it on screen because I apparently did not grab it from wherever it's living. But that is actually the Westman Atelier concealer that they came out with this year. And it is insanely expensive for a concealer. Westman Atelier is just a really expensive brand. But I was surprised by how hydrating this concealer was. It just makes me look refreshed. So I have kind of indented under eyes, so I need something that kind of evens those out. And this one is fantastic. A couple dots on your face is really all you need, and it just makes you look awake again. It is a fantastic concealer. I was really surprised by how much I liked it, but yeah, here we are. Really, really loving really expensive makeup, which actually makes a lot of sense for me. So yeah, this was a huge win for me from Westman Atelier. Okay, next up, this is a product that I don't feel like really got enough love, and I'm surprised because it's so good. And maybe it's because it's from a UK brand, but this is from Vieve, and this is their Skin Nova Complexion Balm. I have mine in the color 120. It's kind of a skin tint, so it is a very light coverage. It's not heavy. It's not saying that it's heavy, but what it says is it's packed with hydrating and smoothing skincare ingredients. The formula adds radiant, customizable coverage for a healthy looking complexion. And that's exactly what it does. This feels like skincare and makeup combined, which I absolutely love because I have dry skin and sometimes I need the extra help. But this just makes your skin look so radiant, so awake. It covers things enough. So it's not as thin as some balms out there or skin tints out there. Like I would say the Hourglass one is one that like has very, very minimal coverage, but people love it. This one, the coverage is slightly heavier, but it's not heavy. So it's still very light, but it does the job. It makes my skin look absolutely flawless, and it feels light, like I'm not wearing anything. So it's just a really pleasant product to be wearing all day, and it lasts all day. It like does not wear off until you want it to, but it's so hydrating, and that's what I need, especially right now in the winter. I've been reaching for this one a lot because it just feels better when I wear it. Okay, ooh, so I throw it at things. My skin just feels amazing when I wear it, especially when it's as dry as it is right now. So yeah, really like this from Vieve. Okay, we have a face palette, and this is from Auric, and this is their Daybreak face palette. It's got a bronzer, it's got a blush, it's got a couple highlighters in there, and it's so good. Okay, this is a product that is also a little bit expensive, but the formula, these products just melt into your skin. They go on effortlessly, they blend out beautifully without disappearing, and they just make you look so good. Okay, they look so good on the skin. It's one of those products that I feel like just blends in. It like works with your skin. That's what I mean. It works with your skin. It's not fighting against your skin. It's not trying to sit on top of your skin. It's literally trying to work with your skin just to make you look beautiful for the day. And it does a great job. I really like all these colors too. I really like the bronzer. It's not as warm as a lot of bronzers out there, which is my preference. I like something more cool tone, neutral toned, and this is just a good color for me. Same with the blush. I really like the color of blush. It's great for every day. Again, these products wear all day, so I don't need to worry about touching them up either, even though they're cream. And the formulation is just so good. It just feels so good on the skin. I like makeup that doesn't necessarily feel like I'm wearing a lot of makeup, and these do not feel like you're wearing heavy makeup. They also are pretty buildable. So if you want like a deeper blush, if you want a deeper bronzer, want to go more into contour territory, you can do that with this. So it's great for whatever you want for the day. It's kind of adjustable to your needs. It's fantastic. Of course, we couldn't have a favorites video without mentioning something from Dior. And in this case, I think the real winner from Dior in 2024 was their bronzer stick. So this is the Skin Contour Sculpt Stick in the color Light. And this is what it looks like in case you want to take a look. This is another product, same with the Auric. It just melts into your skin. It's easy to blend out. It smells kind of good. It smells good. It's just a beautiful color. It's the kind of color that I really like. It's, again, it's not too warm. It's more of a neutral color, and it just, oh my God, like, I like products that just melts into your skin so that it looks effortless. And this is one of those products. I think they did a fantastic job with the stick bronzer. Just the color is everything. The formula is everything. It's got the sleek packaging. Yeah, I mean, I love Dior. I talk about Dior. We had something that was terrible in the fails video from Dior. So not everything is great, but this is fantastic. Okay, one more insanely expensive product. I don't even know if this was new in 2024, but it was new to me, and that's from Chanel. And this is the Sheer Healthy Glow Highlighting Fluid. And does it have a color? Pearly Glow. This one is in Pearly Glow. This one I just use and I mix it in with my foundation, and it gives my skin a little bit of a luminosity boost. And it works well with every single foundation that I've paired it with. So it just plays well with others, and it's so pretty. And Chanel is another luxury brand that I really do think is a luxury brand. And this is a good example because it's another product that almost feels like it's a mix of skincare and makeup, because it works with your skin, it works with the makeup, it's not fighting anything. It just gives your skin a little bit of an extra luminosity, a little bit of a glow, and I love that. And I love to mix it in with, you know, any sort of drier foundation. It really helps keep my skin hydrated when I do that. And I just love how it looks. So this has been amazing this year. Okay, we have another brand where in my fails of 2024, I mentioned something from them, but this one made my favorites. So this is from About Face, and this is their Fractal Eye Paint. Now I have it in a couple colors, but this color has been my favorite. This is called the Benjamins, and it's this pretty teal color. I absolutely love it. And the reason why this is in my favorites of 2024 is because it is budge proof. Okay, this does not move off your face. I have really weird eyelids. They're oily while the rest of my face is dry. I don't know, they want it to be different, but it does make it hard when wearing liquid shadows on my eyes. A lot of them don't work for me. Like, I cannot use anything that's oil-based, and I cannot use anything that doesn't dry down because it'll crease, it'll wear off, it'll disappear. This doesn't need any help. You don't need any sort of additional base for this. You just put it on your eyelids and it lasts all day. It lasts all day. It is budge proof. It is a fantastic product. I have a couple colors. They both work really well. And it's really pretty. It's just this most vibrant color, and it stays on your eyes. And it's a great price too. So if you have a similar issue where you have maybe a little bit oilier eyelids, then I would say check out the About Face Fractal Paints. They're so good. I love watching favorites and fails videos from other makeup YouTubers because I like to see what's on their list too. And this item actually popped up on more lists than I was expecting. And I'm glad because it was really good. But this is from Kosas, and this is their Baked Blush in Blissed. I have it in a couple other colors that I also love. And it's not the color so much as the product that I apparently can't open. Hang on. There we go. Okay. This is a powder blush, but it is another formulation that just sits on the skin so well. It blends out really well. It gives you a flush of color that you can build up if you want something a little bit deeper. But it's just kind of been one of my favorite blushes to go to when I'm not sure what to go to. And that's saying something in 2024 because it really was the year of the blush. So many blush releases, and this is one that I just kept reaching for again and again because it was so good. It looks so good on my skin. It again pairs well with all the other makeup that I pair it with. It doesn't fight anything, and it's just like a really great powder blush. So I was really loving these from Kosas this year. Okay, this is a random one. I don't know how old this product is, but I started using it just randomly this year. I don't even remember when I bought it. I don't remember anything about this product, but I know that I love the color. Okay, so this is from Huda Beauty, and you can find this on the Huda Beauty website. I don't even think you can find this anywhere else, but this is the Cheeky Tint Blush Stick in Proud Pink, and it is this like highlighter slash blush combo that just looks so radiant on your skin. Like, I don't know what it is about this blush, but I love it, and every time I wear it, I always go, oh, That's so pretty. I just love the mix of color and luminosity without looking like chunky shimmers. I don't love chunky shimmers. I like refined shimmers. And this is just like a beautiful glowy blush that, again, lasts all day. It like sinks into your skin and it's there to last all day. And I love it. And it only came in like 4 colors. This is the only color that I picked up, but it would be great if she expanded this line because I just thought these were so good. Okay, I wasn't gonna swatch too many things because I am wearing white and for some reason I can never keep anything clean that is white. I just like, I don't know. I like drop spaghetti on it. Like I don't even eat spaghetti that much, but I'm telling you, spaghetti gets on it. One channel I watch a lot is Teresa is Dead. I love her. She's hilarious. And she actually had this on her favorites list too, which made me happy because this is a launch that came out and you didn't really hear too much about them after, but this is from Fenty Beauty and this is the Light Diffusing highlighter. I have Pretty Purlz is the color and this is a fantastic highlighter. I don't know why it didn't get very much recognition. Maybe it's because it looks like just kind of simple in the pan. It doesn't look very exciting. And then when you get it on your cheek, it gives you the most beautiful luminous glow. I have it on my face now, if you couldn't tell by me like gesturing at my cheek, but it just gives you this luminous, ethereal glow. It's really finely milled, so you're not getting any chunky shimmers in there. It is kind of my perfect highlighter. And you know what? It stays on your face for a really long time. For a powder highlighter, I'm actually always really impressed. I took a nap and it still looked good after that, so that's saying something. We talked about how terrible their Twilight Super Shocks were, but ColourPop made some Super Shocks that were amazing. And that was from the Frosty the Snowman collection. I know, so random. But this is in the color Winter Wonderland. And it is just like an icy white highlighter. There's nothing too crazy about it, but it just kind of goes to show why I love the Super Shock formula. Look at that. It's icy, it's white. If you saw my video yesterday, probably saw that there was just this weird gray undertone, gray cast to one of the ones from the Twilight collection, and I couldn't figure it out, and it made me look not great. But these ones were so good. This is in the color Icicle Spree, and another one that's really pretty. It's again more of an icy white color. This one's got a little bit of pink to it, but I just love it. It's exactly what I like from a highlighter these days. Again, it's really finely milled. It's wet, so you can't really have chunky, I guess you could always have chunky shimmers, even in a wet formula, but the Super Shock is just blinding. If you're looking for a blinding white highlighter, then I would say the ones from the Frosty the Snowman collection are where it's at. They're so good, so good. So these are actually, I didn't review that much from ColourPop in 2024, but these were the standouts from everything I reviewed from them for sure. One of my favorite new brands from 2024 was the brand Half Magic, which was created by the makeup artist on the show Euphoria. She came out with her own makeup line. It's amazing. It's one of those lines where you can tell that an actual professional makeup artist put a lot of work into it, okay? Because things from that line, from their single eyeshadows to their blushes, which are so good, are fantastic, But I think the standout for me from that line is actually their eyeshadow sticks. I feel like 2024 for me was the year of grab and go makeup. So whatever was easiest to put on, that's what went on my face. So eyeshadow sticks got a lot of use. And the reason I like the ones from Half Magic, I'm wearing this one on my eye, which is Fauxbot, I want to say. Yeah, Fauxbot. But just like we talked about with the About Face ones, they go on your eyelids and they do not move. So this has been on all day. Again, this makeup has not the lipstick, but everything else has made it through a nap. So that's pretty impressive because I'm an aggressive napper, but it stays on all day. It beats my oily eyelids. It stays on there. It looks good. It doesn't crease at all. Like, these are fantastic eyeshadow sticks. The other color I have is the Dreamies, which is more of a purple, which is really pretty. But I just have been loving Fauxbot, especially if I'm doing like a really bright lip. I just feel like this helps kind of make my eyes pop without drawing too much attention away from my lips. It is a little bit soft, so you can't really, I normally use my fingers or a brush when applying it, because if you apply it straight from the stick, I've had it break off before. So that's just kind of a warning if you do get these. They are very, very soft. So I would recommend using a finger or something like that to apply. But even with that, these are still my favorite eyeshadow sticks to reach for. So great. Definitely check these out if you haven't checked out Half Magic, but also check out their blushes, because I forgot that I wanted to include their blushes in this video, but I am now. So their blushes are really good too. We have a lot of lip products that were wins for me in 2024, but the first one is another product from Eldridge, and this is her liquid lipstick. Now I have it in a few colors. This is in the color Ribbon, but what I love about these is you're getting a super bright, vibrant color. And again, it's one of those liquid lipsticks that does not move. Like, this stays on your lips. It looks so beautiful and it feels good too. So a lot of matte liquid lips dry your lips out. Super uncomfortable by the end of the day. This feels really nice all day. It lasts all day. It's just a fantastic matte liquid lip. So I mean, Eldridge, I love so much. Definitely one of my favorite brands. Everything she comes out with, again, she's a professional makeup artist, so you can tell she knows what she's doing. She's putting a lot of effort and thought into her products to make sure they work for people. And this is a product that is beautiful, long-lasting, and just the fact that she's made it non-drying is an accomplishment, because so many matte liquid lips will just turn your lips to dust. Okay, this product I have in one of my purses and I cannot find. I know it's there somewhere, I just can't remember where I put it, but that's actually from Melt Cosmetics, and we don't give them enough love because sometimes they come out with the most brilliant products, but they actually came out with a Monsters collection. I'm talking about the Vampire collection, and the Vampire liquid lip in particular is kind of similar to the Eldridge actually, except it's even more of a vibrant red. It's just long lasting. It feels great on the lips. It's slightly more drying than the Eldridge, I would say, but it doesn't make your lips turn into dust. Similar to the Eldridge, it's not overly drying either. It still manages to feel nice on the lips without drying them out. And it lasts all day. It is like the prettiest red. I was actually kind of sad because they did like a Swamp Monster collection too. And I was like, oh, if they'd come out with like a deep green in that same liquid matte lipstick formula, I would have jumped all over that, because that formula was so good. So I was surprised by how much I love that red lip. I reach for it all the time. I just loved that whole collection. I think they did a great job doing something fun. Like, that's what we like about Melt. When they do something fun, do something a little unusual, that's where they shine. 2024 was also the year that I kind of dove headfirst into Sea Beauty. All these amazing brands out of China that I had never heard of or experienced before, and I really bought quite a few things. Yeah. And a couple of the standout things that I got from Chinese brands were their lipstick, because their lipstick formula is more, I don't know, creamy, soft like a cloud. It's just so different than I had ever experienced before. So a couple of the ones that just really stood out to me in 2024. First up, we have the brand Haggard. This is their double-ended liquid lip. So you've got two colors. You've got this one, and it's that like just creamy, cushiony velvet lip formula. And then the other side, this is the only one I have from them, but it's this beautiful red. And it's just like that velvet look on your lips that is really popular with Asian beauty, that I just had never gotten anything that had that formula before. And Haggard is one of my favorite because I love the colors. I just love their looks online. Like, they're a fun brand, and they do cool things, and they do kind of like these deep gothy looks, and they're just so beautiful. Even though this isn't a liquid lip technically, so it doesn't have that long lasting power, the color still stays for a while on your lips. If you're eating or drinking a lot, it's gonna fade. That's pretty normal. But like just a normal day-to-day use, you have to touch it up a little bit, but it lasts really long. And the color is just so vibrant and bright. It's just so beautiful. The other Sea Beauty brand that is on my lips right now, it's actually one of the first Sea Beauty brands that I ever purchased from, but this is Cute Rumor. And it is so cute. But same thing, they do the velvet lip kind of stains, and they just are such pretty colors. They feel so great on your lips. This is the one I'm actually wearing now, and they just melt into your lips. They don't dry them out. They last quite a bit, but then when they fade, they do this amazing thing where they fade so beautifully. Like, they just gradually fade away. They don't turn like splotchy. They don't fade in patches. They like look good when they're fading. Okay, tell me if that makes sense, but I swear, like, they look good as they're fading off your lips. And this packaging is to die for. I absolutely love Cute Rumor's packaging. It's so cute. So yeah, those have been like two of my favorite C Beauty brands that I discovered in 2024. One of the more recent loves that I have from this year is the NARS lip oil. I was not expecting to love this as much as I do. This one is in the color Twirl, but I'm gonna be honest, I have all 4 colors because this is the kind of lip oil that melts into your lip and actually hydrates it. It feels so good. It gives you a little hint of color. There's not a whole lot of color in these, but it's a lip oil. They normally don't, but it just like, it's a pretty thin formula, but it lasts for a while. So you have like coverage on your lips that feels nice throughout the day. You have to touch this up. It's not gonna give you 8 hours of wear. That'd be insane for a lip oil, but it just feels good on my lips. It feels hydrating. It feels moisturizing. I have tried some okay lip oils this year, but when I tried this one, like from the get-go, I was blown away by how great it felt on my lips, just how moisturizing it felt. It just feels so nice. So really have been enjoying the NARS lip oils this year. I think the color of 2024 for me was purple because so many great products were launched that were purple. But one of my favorites is another Natasha Denona item. This is the Roxa palette, and let me show you what it looks like. Ta-da! It's so purple. You know what? Purple is my favorite color for eyeshadow. You probably know that if you've been here before. It's just amazing. Any kind of purple, but these purples in particular look amazing on my eyes. The formula for Natasha Denona is her classic great blendable formula. The packaging is just so pretty. I love the packaging. And every time I use this palette, I look at my eyeshadow for the day and I'm like, oh, I love that. It looks amazing. So it just kind of makes my day. Like, it makes me happy to put this on my eyes. So it really was, I think, my favorite eyeshadow palette of 2024. There were so many good ones, but this one, so good. So good. Just all these colors just look, I mean, they look good on my face and I love them and they play well and they're fun. I like when makeup is fun. So love this palette. Okay, I wanted to give a shout out to a couple makeup tools that I really was surprised by how much I used and loved and reached for again and again. And they're dirty because I use them all the time and I did not clean them before filming this video. And I wanted to mention this one because this brand has been more of a miss than a hit for me, but that's from REM Beauty. So Ariana Grande's line, her bronzer brush for powders has just been my favorite ever for a powder bronzer brush. I just feel like it fits in the groove of my face so perfect. It just distributes the powder so evenly on my face. It just works so well. It picks it up evenly, disperses it evenly. It looks so good. It's so easy to blend out powder bronzer with this. I wanted to give it a shout out because, you know, REM Beauty, I don't know how people feel about it these days. I really like this bronzer brush though. And then the other makeup tool that I just found myself reaching for again and again is from Danessa Myricks, and this is her Kabuki brush. So it comes with this little stand, but it is great for liquid foundations. That's what I use it for. And it's pretty hard packed. So it makes it a little bit difficult to clean because I have to try to like really get in there, get in the bristles. But the way that this smooths out my foundation on my face, it looks so good every time I use this Kabuki brush. This one I travel with, I bring with me everywhere, because if I want my foundation to look good, I typically apply it with the kabuki brush, and then I'll go in after I've put on concealer and just pat everything into my skin with some sort of beauty sponge. But this is my first step always now with foundations, because it just does a great job making things apply beautifully on my skin. So it's just like, it's not something that I have in my collection either. It's just really, really firm. It's really thick packed, and it does a great job making your foundation look flawless. So I just wanted to give this a shout out, because apparently all the kabuki brushes that I have, they don't work like this. This is special. So I love it. Okay, so those were the items that I picked to be my favorites of 2024. And I'm sure I missed stuff. Honestly, I'm sure I missed stuff. I'm still planning on doing kind of just my top 10 eyeshadow palettes of 2024. So that's coming up too, because I wanted to do my eyeshadow palettes separately, give them more of a spotlight, because, you know, I love my eyeshadow palettes. So that's going to be coming up too, but these were just fantastic products. I love them. I use them a lot every day. I reach for them again and again. And these are products that if I'm like having a hard time trying to figure out what I want to put on my face, these are the products that I'm going to reach for, because I don't have to think about them. I don't have to worry about them. I know how they perform and I love them and they work for me. So those are my favorites. I would love to hear from you. Tell me down below what your favorite product of 2024 was. I would love to hear from you. And I am gonna get out of here. I will see you in my next video. Bye.